everybody, I'm Joey.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Alex.
And today we are taking a look at our junk drawer.
We are.
Oh, I should show it. Here we go. Junk drawer. This junk drawer.
It's an actual game. Yeah.
Yes.
Not a place in our kitchen.
Do you guys have a junk drawer at your house?
We don't. We have very limited
Really?
kitchen space. So no, we don't have a junk drawer. We have a junk floor.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
No.
That's better.
Yeah, one whole floor
Like
of the
a
house is just
basket,
junk.
like you stick stuff in by the front door kind of thing?
It's a cabinet, and we dare not open it, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have 2 junk drawers in our kitchen. Did you know that we had 2?
I do.
Okay,
yes,
I wasn't sure.
And also, you can clean it out, but they breed. That's where things happen.
Yes.
So, all right. So this is a polyomino style game, and pretty much you're organized in a junk drawer for different scoring points and all that stuff.
Goals.
Anyway, goals. So first, let's show you how it's played and get back and see what we thought about it. Hey everybody, here is how you play junk drawer. I'm not going to, of course, go into all the rules. I just kind of want to give you guys a quick overview about how the game is played. I'm not going to show you all the different player boards. It's going to be one player board right here, and you're going to have this goal kind of quadrant right there in the center, and you know these are goals because it says goal on the back right here. So also, you're going to get a lot of gold cards with the game. Some are going to be ranked. These are all easy right here. You've got easy, medium, and hard. All right, so we've got some 4 easy ones here. So what's going to happen is pretty much you're going to organize your junk drawer. These are the different item cards here, and these are the different actual items that are on these cards. Everyone's going to do this at the same time. Everybody has one of these boards in front of them. So the way the game is played, you have these 4 item cards, and first off, you're going to go ahead and flip over the first item here. Now, these are the keys. This right here, these gold cards are things you're going to try to do. For example, this one says don't cover many spaces. You score 1 point per uncovered space. Cover interior spaces. 2 points per covered interior space. All right? So notice here, you're going to get 2 points for all these, nothing for the outside. So all of these are different goal conditions and the way you score at the end. So first off is keys. Each person is going to go ahead and take the keys, which are right here, and you're going to place them anywhere you want. And tell you what, we're going to try to cover some interior spaces. So I'm going to place my keys here. All right. Once everyone's done that, you're going to turn over the next one. Now, the thing with this is it's now a watch, which is right here. Now, this has to go in one of the other squares that I have not put anything in yet. So let's take a look around. Point per uncovered space, score 4 points per item. So it seems like I want a lot of items over here. And score 2 points per uncovered interior space. Tell you what, this looks like a good place to put this. There we go. The watch goes there. Turn it around, and now we've got earphones. Let's look through here for earphones. Here we go. Here are some earphones right here. Now, I don't really want to put it here. Let's see here. 4 points per item. I guess I will place it here. All right. And then finally, the can opener. The can opener only has 1 place to go. So we're going to go ahead and set this right here. All right. So then we've placed all those. We're going to collect all these and then place out 4 more items. And everyone does this the same, and you're going to continue doing this until someone cannot legally place something, until this is so full that you've got one and it won't go down. For example, at the end, you've got everything here, and you can't place one of these here, then that is when the game ends. And then you're going to tally up your points, and whoever has the most points wins. And that is pretty much, in a nutshell, junk drawer. Okay, so that is pretty much how you play junk drawer. All right, so thoughts on this? First off.
My first initial impression when you're like, here's what the game looks like. I was like, seen it.
Right.
And I was pleasantly surprised that it is actually different. After we got through a mangled rules teach, actually you only taught half the rules.
True.
We had to fill in the other bit.
I like to do that.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was surprised that after the rules teach, I was like, oh, got it. There actually is, like, this is different, doing the quadrants thing in a round.
Right.
I haven't seen that before, and I like it.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that too. And you're right. After we understood that there were quadrants and they're all different, that made a lot more sense. And that was really great. I liked there is actually quite a lot of strategy in this game. When you look at it, you're like, oh, like you said, I've seen it, done it, next. But no, this is different.
Yeah, in your first couple placements, you're like, okay, you just place it wherever and you can copy. And you end up not copying because you're doing your own thing, you're trying to figure this out. And then, it's pretty funny how, as you know more what's going to come out, like I heard Chris at one point go, come on, glue stick, come on, glue stick. And you're really hoping for that because you've got like 2 quadrants, you're like, this doesn't fit perfectly. But if this comes out next time, it will be perfect. So there's that like, I'm going to take a chance and hope for the best on the next one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting like that.
I enjoy flip and write games a little bit more than roll and write, where you don't have dice, you have the card flip. And this feels similar to that, right? This could have been, you could just have sketched it, but I like tiles. I like manipulating the tiles.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to kind of say like, okay, where's it going to go? Ooh, I don't like that. Let me rearrange it. And so I think that's good. I like that it has some physicality to it.
Yeah, I like that too. I do like the playing with them. Oh, let me see. No, I'm going to put this over here. It feels better. Yeah.
And the physical thing, seeing the USB drive, the inhaler, all that stuff, and kind of rearranging. I will tell you, a lot of the goals on there are, I mean, you start with easy, and those are very easy, like the perimeter or the inside. But then later, you get into, it's like, oof, you get into some things that you're like, brain-burning things.
Well, I like that even starting at the easy goals, they start using things like negative space. The
Right.
stuff
Yes.
you don't fill in. And other ones are like for the stuff you do fill in. And then when you get to the medium ones, it's like break it into different sections. And you're like, oh, cool. That's, once again, you look at this and think, oh, I've seen it. You're like, oh, no, that is different. I have not really done that in a polyomino game before.
No, yeah, the goals are really, I do really like the goals, and all the goals at different levels too, I think are really good too. Like, you want to first play the easy, get a hang of it, then you can jump into those harder goals and have a lot more fun thinking it through and everything, diving into it a bit more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I'm used to seeing a game like this with like 8 gold cards,
Yeah.
and this one has a lot more.
Right. There's a lot. And each one, I like how they trigger different quadrants too.
Yes.
You have to focus on where it is. Now, the goals don't overcomplicate the game too much, though.
No.
That's the other thing.
No.
They kind of get you feeling it through. And so, I really do like the whole polyomino aspect. So, all right. So, first off, what do you? Actually, we're gonna start with you.
Oh, start with me? Okay.
Yes.
I do love a good polyomino game, so I'm going to give this a 8.
An 8.
Yes.
Okay. So you were like polyomino. You
I
like the
did.
whole
I
placement?
really, really enjoyed this. And like I said, it's something different that I haven't seen before, and I did really enjoy it.
Okay. All right, Chris.
I'm also coming in at an 8. I think that it's solid. It is very short. I think is probably the best part of it is that you're doing 4 little mini games, and as soon as that one person can't place a tile, you're like, that's it? Got it. It says, 20 minutes on the box?
Yeah.
And you could go quicker than 20 minutes, I think, easily. I think that's good. So for something as light and feels like it's going to be frivolous, it avoids a lot of those issues by giving you enough to do on each turn, knowing that I put a tile here, therefore when a better tile comes up, I can't go back there. So it's better than I thought it was going to be going into it. It's an 8 for me.
Really? And you mentioned before the negative about like the one person who doesn't have to push their last item. That the one guy that can't fit his item, everybody else has to place it. Sometimes that'll kind of...
There is a double-edged sword to that. There's almost a degree to which you could strategically be like, I'm shutting this space down, or like I'm kind of making it so that once this big tile comes out, I'm just like, yo, I'm out. I'm happy with what I got. But that's a risk that you're taking going into it. And then sometimes someone does, before you anticipate it, they're like, oh, I can't put a tile. You're like, oh, but I have to put it? You jerk.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually coming in at 7.5, a little bit lower, but it's probably close to an 8, just because I'm not as enamored as polyomino, but this was actually really fun, and I was surprised at how enjoyable it was. More on the second and third play as you start to be like, okay, and you start taking a risk on hoping the perfect piece comes out, and when it does, you just want to say, look at this. Look at this. It looks gorgeous. Don't shut the shelf too quick because it's going to all shift everything.
You made just a good point right then when you said it's short enough where 20 minutes you can play it. That means that then you play one game, play it again. Quick reset, let's go again. You know,
Change out 4 goals.
Yeah, change out the 4 goals, go. Done. I think that's one thing I really like about this game. You can make it into something more, by playing it again if you want to. Yeah.
Right, and I feel like that happens every time you end this game because you want to go again and say, okay, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And
There you go. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so there you go. That is Junk Drawer,
Ta-da.
the good kind.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. I'm Joey Evans,
I'm Chris Yee.
I'm Alex Evans.
and let's go organize Chris's junk floor
Oh, yeah. Oh, cupboard.
place.
Place.